done so much for me, I cannot tell it all.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Yoruba with Teekay. How have you been? I trust your week has been good. And thanks for all the support you've given to me, and thanks for watching today again. Today, just briefly, we will be looking at the marks. You can call it diacritical marks. Some people call it tone marks. Some people call it pitch marks, that you give to words in Yoruba. These marks are just there for you to differentiate what word is what. At the beginning of the lesson, I told you that a word in Yoruba might mean, about 5 things. Like owo, 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 and it's still the same OWO, it might mean different things. So it is the marks that you use in differentiating what the word is actually saying, in knowing what the word is actually saying. So I will just be telling you briefly about it today. We wouldn't go too much into it, we wouldn't be doing the in-depth, but just to let you know about it. And these marks, they are figured out by the tone or the pitch of your voice. It's like the musical thing, do, re, mi, do, re, mi. Do is for a lower tone, re is for like the middle one, a middle pitch, and mi is the upper pitch. So do, re, mi. Do is like this. When you're doing the mark do, it slants down from the left hand side. So from the left hand side, the mark slides down. And re is, some people put a dash on the top of re, but most of the time they don't just put anything on it. It doesn't really have any mark on it most of the time, but some people put a dash on top of it. And mi is a slash down from the right. So do is a slash down from the left, and mi is a slash down from the right. So that's how you differentiate the marks there. Like in my lessons, if you watch from when I've been doing these lessons, I don't normally put the marks, though I would try putting it as much as I can, as we go on, since I'm telling you about it now. But what we normally do is to tell you how it sounds in your ears. So, when I say a word, we would write it how it sounds, so you would know what we're saying actually. You see some translation, apart from the real translation from Yoruba to English, we still put what it sounds like. That's how you know what we're saying. So I would be telling you some examples of what we've learned using these diacritical marks. So before we look at the examples of the tone marks, pitch marks, diacritical marks, whatever you want to call it, the marks we put on words, on letters in Yoruba language, I just want to let you know that if you want to put the marks successfully, it's best for you to break down the word into syllables. Syllables is a one word, like you break it down into, say you wanted to say omi. Omi is water. That's 2 syllables, o, mi. And if you wanted to say, let's say, erepa, say someone is playing rough, erepa. That's 3 syllables, e, re, pa. So if you break down the words into syllables, it's easier for you to put the marks on top. And when you put in the marks on top of these letters, you put them on the vowels, not the consonants. And if you want to know what the vowels are, go back to my lessons. We've done that, in the past lesson. So we would look at examples now. This, for instance, for example, is good morning. I told you good morning is ekaro. Ekaro is simply written as E-K-A-A-R-O. Ekaro. But if you want to stretch it out like a typical Yoruba person would say, it is ekaro. Ekaro. but ekaro is just fine. So good morning, ekaro. You would say the e is re. So there is no mark on that. Let's break it down into syllables now. Ekaro. That's 4 syllables. Ekaro. Meanwhile, if you want to stress it out, it is 5 syllables. Ekaro. Ekaro. Okay? So if you wanted to put a mark on this ekaro, is re mi mi do. Ekaro. Re mi mi do. Ka that's high pitch. Do, it's low pitch coming down. So ro. Ro. Re mi mi do. And if you want to say ro, re mi do mi do. Re mi do mi do. Ro. And February, we learned the months of the year last week. February is erele, do mi, erele. That's 3 syllables now. Erele, do mi. A is the lower pitch, re is the lower pitch, le is the upper pitch. So do mi. Let's look at Saturday. We did the weeks of the days of the week 2 weeks ago. So Saturday we said is abameta. If we look at abameta now, that is how many syllables? 4 syllables. Abameta. Abameta. Do mi re. And school is ile iwe. School, ile iwe. That's 4 syllables. Ile iwe. Re mi do mi. The e wouldn't have anything on top of it because that's re mi do mi. So guys, that will be all for this week. I hope you've learned something. So like I said before, we normally write out the word sounds in your ears. So just in case we're not using the marks, you would see, we would actually write how it sounds in your ears. Then you would know what we're saying. Yeah.
That's okay.
Let me talk.
It's okay.
It's okay.
For today.
I show off the mic. All right.